and wet oil painter, and today I have something sort of exciting to share with you guys. So I bought a big lot of paintbrushes online, and I'm not really sure what's in it, so you guys get to open it with me, so let's go. Okay, so it's in this box, and I haven't opened it yet. I'll take one of my palette knives, because palette knives are nice and sharp, and I'm going to slice it open. And I have it upside down because my address is on the other side of the box, so I just figured I'd leave it like that. I really enjoy buying lots of this stuff, especially if I don't really know what's coming in it, because then it's kind of like Christmas. Alright, what's in the box? So this is what we got. This is a pack. They're just the Simply Simmons paintbrushes, and there's like a couple script brushes, and then a really tiny one, a little flat one, and a filbert one. So that's cool. I also got a pile of these, and I don't use these, although I did see somebody who was talking about how they'll use like their flat palette for mixing, but then they'll have another flat one for their individual colors, and I thought about doing that with these. Otherwise, I will donate these to a thrift store or find something to do with them. The next pack are just, these are Daler Rowney symbols, and it's just like a hog hair brush and then a yellow nylon brush, so nothing special. But this here, this is the fun stuff. So I have gotten a package like this before, but whatever comes in one bag is not the same, like it's always different. And I don't know where people get these from, but definitely like when I see these on sale, I just grab them as fast as I can because they are a really good deal. So these are all brand new brushes, and I will go through them so that we can see together sort of what's in here. Now I have some friends that watercolor, and some of these are watercolor brushes, so I will probably just send them on to them. If I can use them though, I will. So we have one broken brush, not a big deal, it just broke off of its handle, and so I'll put that back on. And then let's spread these out. I could probably count them really quick and see how many there are. 101 brushes is what we got. Oh, they're so exciting. So the last time I got a lot like this, I got a couple like really big brushes, and it doesn't seem like I got that this time, but that's okay because I use big brushes less than I use the little brushes. I dropped one. So I usually sort of divide these into like, I guess, kind of brands and styles, and then I go from there. So these are all the same. These are size 10s. They're filberts, and they are like hog bristle, but they're sort of a nice soft-ish hog bristle. And these are Simply Simmons. And I will, before I post this, I will go through and I will look up all these paintbrushes and find out how much they're worth, and then find out if we got a good deal. So I paid about $70 for this lot of paintbrushes, and so I guess the question will end up being, did we get a good deal? So some of these brushes, like these silver-handled ones, I'll grab those all. These are made by Robert Simmons, and they're titanium brushes. That's the line. So they're these silver-handled, and they're this sort of grayish, yellowish sort of nylon, but they're really soft. I got a bunch of round ones. And what I'm thinking about doing is sometime doing like a drawing and then sending one of you guys like a bunch of brushes. So if that's something that you guys want to see, definitely put that in the comments, and I will definitely consider that. I've been trying to look up sort of how to go about doing that. It looks like there's a few fan brushes in here. So these are Simply Simmons. This one's like a yellow nylon, and then these two are like hog bristle. And I usually don't use hog bristle fan brushes, but these feel different than the other ones that I've had before that were really cheap, so I might end up using those. We'll see. I got this thing, and sometimes when you get brushes, they'll be really stiff like that, and you can either just wash them with a little bit of water or just gently sort of loosen them up with your fingers. And some people like to paint with them like that to begin with, really stiff, but since I paint with oil, I don't want my brushes like that. So there's that one. These blue brushes are Daler Rowney Sapphire, and a lot of these do tend to be softer. I had some more of these, and I basically sent these off to one of my friends. Okay, sorry, I had to go let my dog out of my studio. Okay, so I have a whole pile of these sapphire brushes, and like this one here, It's a filbert, but it's like a, what they would call like a bright. So it's like a shorter bristled. So I definitely will be able to use that. Now, some of these other sapphire ones are really, they're longer. So definitely, but it's kind of fun because then I can send them to my friends that are learning how to watercolor. And that's a new thing for 2 of my friends. So if I can send stuff their way, that's really exciting. So again, these are all brand new. None of these have ever been used. The curious thing about them is somebody had gone through the process to like mark off their names, and I don't know if they do that so that they can't be like returned to somewhere, but I don't care. They still function just the same. So there's, all these are all those sapphire brushes. There's 4, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of those sapphire brushes. This is called a Bristol White. It's made by Daler Rowney, and it's another hog bristle. And there's a little filbert, and then a round. And I've never had these ones before. They have really nice long handles, so I think that'll be good. This one is definitely a watercolor. So this is an Aquafine, and in my last lot I got a bunch of these, so these definitely will go to my watercolor friends. What's this guy here? This one is made by Robert Simmons, and it's an Expressions, and it's an angle. It's just like a, you know, what they would call a yellow nylon. It's really soft. It's kind of got this fat handle. I think it's weird when you get brushes that are really small. For some reason, they'll make them have really fat handles. Okay, System 3. I think most of these are either Daler Rowney or Robert Simmons. So if I find anything that's not that, I'll have to deviate from that idea. These are System 3s, and these are really nice too. This one might be a little too soft, but we'll see. I like these teeny weeny little filberts because these are really good for using to do like pine trees in the distance if I want to have like a couple pine trees that sort of stand out. These are Signet, made by Robert Simmons, and again, they're that hog bristle, but they're sort of a, not super bendy, but just more of a silky hog bristle, which is sort of bizarre. I got some Goliaths, made by Robert Simmons, and those are different. So I got 2 of these that are round, and they are, so they're white nylon. They're a little bit soft. I do some stuff with these round brushes. Now, what I do with a lot of these brushes is if I don't need to use them right away, I put them away, because eventually the brushes that I am using currently are going to break down. These are sort of the same brand that I was looking at before, but they're smaller. But I put them away, and then when it comes time to where I need to replace brushes, then I open up my little stash of brushes and I dig into it. And there's some nice flat brushes, which is great because my flat brushes I use are wearing out. This one is Dalen, so it's by Daler Rowney. And it's nice. It's just a really nice flat brush. Sort of trying to cart these into, I showed you guys that one before, kind of into different piles of what they are. And then I have some Graduates, and the Graduates are very similar looking to the Simply Simmons, but they are supposed to at least be nicer brushes. Last time I got a set of these, I got some daggers, which was cool because I didn't have any of those. Oh, it looks like I have one in here. So it's like a angle brush, but it's like very angled. So they're kind of fun to play with. So I have some more of those. They call them swords, but or like a striper. Let's see. Oh, there's another fan brush. And so basically the rest of these are either Graduates or Simply Simmons. And there's some hog hair ones, and then there's some yellow nylon, and that looks like pretty much all that's in this little mix. I have 2 paintbrushes that came broken. Not a big deal. Again, I will fix them. This one actually doesn't have a label on it. It's a liner brush, but it is fairly soft, so I'm not sure I'll be able to use that one for oil. Again, not a big deal. Last time I got these, I got just a boatload of these teeny tiny brushes. And I don't use a whole lot of these, but this time I did not get a lot of those, so that's kind of exciting. What else is in this pile? Oh, this is cute. Oh, you guys, you have to look at this. Look at how little he is. It's just the tiniest little brush. Okay, there, you can see him a little bit. It's just a little, like, I could use 8 of them to make one of my fingernails, so they're tiny brushes. So that's it, guys. That's kind of what I got. I will, at the end of the video, I will make a list of what I got, I think, unless the list gets too exhausting, and then I'll just sort of summarize it. But I'm going to look up all the brushes that I got, and I'm going to do a cost on it. Now, like I said, it was about $70 to buy these 101 brushes I got, plus there's 2 more, so 103, 104, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 108 brushes plus those little plastic palette things. And so that's really exciting. Any of these brushes sell for more than $1 a piece, and usually considerably more than $1 a piece. So I know that either way, I know that I got a good deal on them. It's just sort of fun to find out how good of a deal I got. Okay guys, so that's it. I'm Gabby. If you guys have any questions or comments, especially if you'd like to see me do a giveaway of some painting brushes, let me know. Put them in the comment section of the video and I will do my best to address them. Thank you so very much for watching. If you could like, share, and subscribe, that would be very helpful. Until next time, I really do hope that you fall in love with oil painting just as much as I have. Bye guys. So drum roll please, my $70 that I paid for these paintbrushes are worth a whopping $750. $750 for my 100+ paintbrushes that I got in the mail today. All right guys, that's it. Bye.